Thanks, Lauren. We're taking a look back in Buffalo history as one of Queen City's favorite restaurants that has been a staple on Elmwood Avenue since 1934. We're joined by Mike Schatzel and Dave Schatzel Jr. and also a little rowdy Cole this morning who wants to get down and then wants to come back up and then wants to get back down. All right, so thank you both for being here. We're celebrating the 80th birthday of Cole's today, which is pretty big. So let's start a little bit with the history of Cole's, because anyone that grew up in Buffalo or went to Buff State will have some memory, some fond memory of Cole's. So where did this all start?
Well, Herbert Cole started in 1934, and my dad's the third owner, and he bought it off a woman in 1973. So Schatzel family's been on Elmwood for, I guess, 41 years now.
And, you know, when we're talking about Cole's, we have some great pictures of it, but how did both of you get involved? Where did your stories start with Cole's? When did you start working there?
Well, I started working there when I was about 13 years old, when my dad first bought the place back in '73 as a busboy, dishwasher, kind of done a little bit of everything there over the years, as Mike has also.
I started busing on Sunday brunch when I was in 4th grade, and then just kind of when the dishwashers didn't show up, and Dad would drive over to the house and grab me, and time to go to work. So start at the bottom, then you work your way up.
And it's good that we're talking about your father, because just as big as of the legacy of Cole's is, the legacy of Dave Sr. is just as large. Now, what is it like for you guys when you started or when you were little to look up to see him with a line of people waiting to talk to him?
It was always really, it was always pretty cool. You know, just seeing my dad, you know, he was just kind of like a celebrity, and you're a little kid, and my dad knew everybody. He was the life of the party, and but it was a great time, and you know, just always looked up to him. He was the life of the party, and you know, Dave was life of the party a lot also.
And speaking of parties, there's a lot of reminiscing happening as people hear that you're celebrating your 80th anniversary on Elmwood. And one of the parties that a lot of people are talking about is the robber and cop party that you threw. What's the story behind that?
Well, there was a robbery in which there was quite a bit of money stolen from Cole's, and after this took place, my dad decided, in order to recoup some of the loss, that we would have a large party and all dress up as cops and robbers, and offer a reward if anybody had any inside scoop for us and letting us know who had done it.
And speaking of parties, that brings us to what's happening in celebration of this big anniversary. So how can people that have been to Cole's, that are Cole's regulars, or people that maybe just want to experience Cole's for the first time, how can they get involved?
Well, tonight from 5 to 10 p.m. we have our 80th anniversary celebration, and we'll be having the kitchen will be closed, but we'll be having some hors d'oeuvres around the restaurant, and cocktails, and we also have a little photo area set up on the 3rd floor where a friend of ours will be taking some filming different people's stories of their times over the past 80 years, in which we're going to try to compile a little video for the holidays that we'll be offering to people telling the story of Cole's.
So for people that want to be a part in this big moment, this is the time to go, and you'll maybe find yourself on this commemorative DVD, right?
We hope so, yeah. We're looking, it's going to be a great time. There's 80 years of stories. The owner of Tarantino's, which is a huge produce company, he told us yesterday he's coming in. He had his first beer ever when he was 16 years old in 1938. So he's coming in for another tonight, he said.
All right, well, thank you both for joining us. We'll put all of the information if you want to take part in Cole's 80th anniversary on our website. But right now we're going to change gears a little bit and head over to the kitchen.
That's right.